Hello everyone, and welcome back to the CEO Nutrition Education channel. My name is Alana, and I am a nutrition educator for the Commission on Economic Opportunity. During our icebreaker, we asked, what are some ways that you currently determine portion size? Some of your answers may have included that you eat all of what is in a package, fill the bowl or plate that you're using. At a restaurant or fast food place, maybe you eat all of what is served to you, or maybe you just stop eating when you feel full. The portion sizes for many packaged foods, snacks, and fast food have grown greatly over the years, meaning that what you are served could be twice or even triple the amount of a proper portion size. Knowing what the proper portion sizes of different foods are can come with many benefits, such as helping to maintain your weight, keeping you within a food budget, and helping you to eat a more balanced diet. Oversized portions can cause us to consume more calories than our body physically needs, and can make it difficult for us to eat a more balanced diet or serve a more balanced meal to our families. Let's look at a few examples from the portion distortion resources for you to see just how much portion sizes have grown in the last 20 years. 20 years ago, the average diameter of a bagel was about 3 inches, whereas today that size has doubled and the average bagel size is now 6 inches in diameter. As plate sizes have gotten larger, so have the portions of popular meals such as spaghetti and meatballs. Today, the average plate of spaghetti and meatballs has about 2 cups of noodles and 3 large meatballs, which is nearly double what it was 20 years ago. The portion size of an average muffin 20 years ago was about 1.5 ounces, whereas today that size has more than doubled, with the average muffin size measuring roughly 4 ounces. Most coffee shops today offer much more in their coffee than just cream and sugar. Along with different flavors, syrups, and sweeteners, the average coffee has doubled in size and increased in the amount of calories taken in significantly. Did you find any of these portion size comparisons surprising? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Stay tuned and be sure to reach out to myself or one of our nutrition educators if you have any additional questions, comments, or concerns. Thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.
Welcome to our lesson on portion control. My name is Alicia, and I am a nutrition educator with the Commission on Economic Opportunity. When we think about portion controls, we need to reference MyPlate and the MyPlate recommendations. When looking at the MyPlate poster, we can see that half of our plate should be of fruits and vegetables. Over a day, we should consume about 5 cups combined of both fruits and veggies. When we say we need about 5 cups a day of fruits and vegetables, we need to know what counts as a cup. For fruits, we need about 2 cups per day. 1 cup of chopped fruit, such as fruit cocktail, counts as 1 cup. A half cup, though, of dried fruit, such as raisins, counts as 1 cup. 1 large banana counts as 1 cup. 32 red seedless grapes count as 1 cup. And 1 cup or 8 ounces of 100% fruit juice also counts as 1 cup. Taking a look at vegetables, we need about 2.5 to 3 cups a day from the vegetable group. 2 cups of leafy greens, like raw spinach, counts as 1 cup. 1 large sweet potato counts as 1 cup. 12 baby carrots count as 1 cup. 1 cup of cooked black beans count as 1 cup. Lastly, 1 cup of cooked vegetables, like green beans, count as 1 cup. Now that you know what counts as a cup, let's do some measuring of fruits and vegetables to see what this looks like. Today I'm going to be using a whole banana, 100% fruit juice, frozen red raspberries, yellow corn in a can, 100% natural raisins, which count as dried fruit, and raw broccoli. Remember, fresh, frozen, canned, and juiced fruits and vegetables count towards your intake. I will be using a few different measuring tools today. I will be using the half cup measuring cup. This will help me measure the dried fruit. I will be using a 1 cup, which will help me with most of our fruits and vegetables. I will also be using the liquid measuring cup for orange juice. If you're measuring a liquid, make sure you use a liquid measuring cup. And lastly, I'll be showing you the portion sizes in this clear plastic cup. As stated earlier, 1 large banana equals 1 cup towards your intake of fruit. Now let's take a look at our 100% orange juice. We're measuring this to the 1 cup or 8 fluid ounce mark. I'm going to pour this into a large drinking glass for you to see what it would look like if you just poured orange juice into your glass. It goes about halfway in this large glass. Next, let's take a look at the frozen raspberries. I will be using the 1 cup measuring cup since 1 cup of fruit equals 1 cup towards your intake. I'm going to put it in a little clear glass for you to see what this portion size looks like. Now let's measure our canned corn. Again, we're using the 1 cup measuring cup. I'm going to pour it into the clear measuring cup for you to look at. Now we're going to use the half cup measuring cup to measure the dried fruit or our raisins. Again, a half of a cup of raisins would equal 1 cup towards your intake of fruit. Before I put it into the clear cup again, I'm going to show you that it's more than 1 handful. Lastly, let's measure our raw broccoli florets. Again, we're using the 1 cup measuring cup since 1 cup of vegetables, such as raw broccoli, would equal 1 cup towards your intake. After learning what really counts as a cup, think to yourself, are you eating enough fruits and veggies? If not, I want you to pause this video and think, how can you change your meals to include more fruits and veggies? Now that we've learned about the My Plate recommendations for fruits and vegetables and how to get enough fruits and vegetables in our diet, let's take a look at the other food groups. For the grains group, we need about 5 to 8 ounces of grains a day. The grain group includes foods such as bread, rice, oats, pasta, popcorn, and cereal. The dairy group recommends we have 3 cups a day. This includes milk, cheese, and yogurt. Protein, we should have about 5 to 6.5 ounces a day. This includes foods such as meat, seafood, poultry, beans, eggs, and nuts and seeds. Let's take a closer look at the grains group. Again, we need about 5 to 8 ounces a day. If you take a look at the chart, you will have a better idea of how much you need to consume in a day. Remember, make half of your grains whole grain. Let's take a look at some food items in the grains group to see how many ounces of grains are in the food. One large bagel has about 4 ounces of grains. 2 slices of bread has about 2 ounces of grains. A half a cup or 1 packet of instant oatmeal has about 1 ounce of grains. A half a cup of cooked rice has about 1 ounce of grains. 1 cup cooked pasta has about 2 ounces. And 1 cup of whole wheat flakes has about 1 ounce of grains. Again, depending on your age and your activity level, we need about 5 to 8 ounces of grains in a day. When looking at this, you can figure out how many grains you're consuming in your daytime. For example, if you have 1 bagel in the morning that's 4 ounces, you might have a cup of cooked pasta at dinner time to make it a total of 6 ounces in your daytime. Now let's take a look at the dairy group. When you look at this chart, you can see that everyone should consume 3 cups a day. When choosing milk products, try to consume low-fat milk products. Now let's take a look at some food items in the dairy group. 1 cup of milk is equivalent to 1 cup towards your dairy intake, but a half of a cup of evaporated milk equals 1 cup. For yogurt, 1 cup of yogurt is equivalent to 1 cup. If you're buying a yogurt cup from the grocery store that's about 6 fluid ounces, that would equal 3/4 of cup. For cheese, 1 slice of processed cheese, such as lunch meat cheese, is about 1/3 cup. So you would need 3 slices of processed cheese to equate to 1 cup. 2 cups of cottage cheese equals 1 cup. For soy milk, 1 cup of soy milk equals 1 cup. And for some milk-based desserts, 1 cup of pudding equals 1 cup of dairy. 1 cup of frozen yogurt also equals 1 cup of dairy. Lastly, let's take a closer look at the protein group. Again, we need about 5 to 6.5 ounces a day of protein. When you look at this chart, you could figure out how much protein you approximately need in your daytime. And now let's look at some food items in the protein group. For meat products, 1 small steak is about 4 ounces. 1 small lean hamburger is about 3 ounces. When looking at poultry, half of a small chicken breast is about 3 ounces. 1 slice of turkey, or lunch meat turkey, is about 1 ounce. For seafood, 1 can of tuna is 3 to 4 ounces of protein. 1 small trout is about 3 ounces. For eggs, 1 egg is about 1 ounce, and 3 egg whites are about 2 ounces. For nuts and seeds, 12 almonds is 0.5 ounces. A half ounce of seeds equals 1 ounce, and 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, almond butter, or sun butter is about 1 ounce. For beans, 1/4 cup cooked beans equals about 1 ounce. This is something like black beans or kidney beans or white beans. 2 tablespoons of hummus made from chickpeas is about 1 ounce. And 1 cup of lentil soup is about 2 ounces. Now let's put it all together to see what your daytime might look like to portion control the 5 food groups. For fruits, you might have 1 large banana, 1/4 cup raisins, and 1 small clementine to equal 2 cups. For vegetables, you might have 1 cup of green beans, 12 baby carrots, and 1 large sweet potato to get to 3 cups of vegetables. For grains, you might have 1 packet of instant oatmeal, 2 slices of bread, and 1 cup of cooked pasta to get 5 ounces of grains. For dairy, you might have 1 cup of milk, 3 slices of processed lunch meat cheese, and 1 cup of yogurt to get 3 cups of dairy in your day. And lastly, for protein, you might have 2 eggs and 1 small steak to get 6 ounces of protein in your day. After learning about portion control, what is one change you will make this week to your portion sizes? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for joining us. We hope that you had learned something about portion control and will look more into your portion sizes this week. If you have any comments or questions, please message us or leave us a comment below. Thank you.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the CEO Nutrition Education channel. My name is Alana, and I am a nutrition educator for the Commission on Economic Opportunity. For today's activity, I wanted to take some time to go over with you all a few easy methods that you can use to figure out if you are getting a healthy portion size of some of your favorite foods. You'll notice that linked in the description of this video, I have a handout for you all entitled Getting a Handle on Portions that looks exactly like this. This handout shows us that we don't necessarily have to have scales or other measuring tools around our kitchen to ensure that we're getting a healthy portion size of different foods. We can estimate portion sizes using only our hand as a tool. Feel free to pause the video and pull up your Getting a Handle on Portions handout to go through and refer back to as I go along and demonstrate in the next part of our video how you can estimate portion sizes using only your hand. Your thumb is equal to about 1 ounce of cheese. The tip of your thumb is roughly 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Your fingertip is equal to about 1 teaspoon of butter. Your index finger and middle finger are equal to about 1.5 ounces of cheese. The palm of your hand is going to be equal to about 3 ounces of cooked meat, fish, or chicken. Your entire outstretched hand will equal about 2 cups of cooked pasta, rice, or cereal. A cupped handful is equal to about 1 ounce of nuts. 2 cupped handfuls is about 1 ounce of chips or pretzels. Your fist is equal to about 1 cup of cooked pasta, rice, cereals, beans, or peas. It's also about 1 cup of yogurt or pudding, or the size of a cup of salad, baked potato, or a medium piece of fruit. To get a better visual of what a healthy portion size looks like for some of the foods that we just discussed, I went through my kitchen here at home and pulled a couple foods from each of our 5 MyPlate food groups so that you can see what their healthy portion size typically looks like. A healthy portion of a canned fruit, such as canned pineapple, would be about a half cup. A healthy portion for a whole fruit, such as this apple I have, would be about 4 ounces or 1 small apple. A healthy portion of a starchy vegetable, such as sweet potato, would be about a half cup cooked. A non-starchy vegetable choice, such as broccoli, would have a healthy portion size of about 1 cup raw or cooked. A healthy portion of a lean meat, such as this canned chicken, would be about 3 ounces. A healthy portion of a lean protein that isn't meat, such as these black beans, would be about half cup cooked or canned. A healthy portion of a whole grain tortilla would be 1 small tortilla measuring about 6 inches across. A healthy portion of a whole grain cereal such as oatmeal would be about a half cup cooked. A healthy portion of a low-fat yogurt would be about 2/3 cups. A healthy portion of a reduced fat milk would be 1 cup or 8 ounces. Oftentimes, the glasses, bowls, and plates that we use in our homes or that are used to serve us when we go out to eat are much, much larger than a recommended portion size. Let's say, for example, that I wanted to pour myself a glass of 100% orange juice. The recommended portion size for orange juice is 1 cup, which means 8 ounces, not 1 full glass. If I were to measure out 8 ounces and pour it into a glass, you can see that the recommended portion size only takes up about half of this large glass. If I were to instead fill the glass with juice without knowing the portion size, I might fill almost the entire glass with orange juice. Measuring out how much orange juice this actually is shows us that it would be about 1 3/4 cups of juice, which is nearly twice the recommended portion size. Another example could be the bowl that you use for cereal. The recommended portion size for unsweetened, ready-to-eat cereal is 3/4 cup. Using my dry measuring cup to measure out 3/4 cup of cereal into the bowl, we can see that it only fills about 1/4 of the bowl. If we were to pour the cereal directly into the bowl first, we'd probably fill it a little over halfway. By using a measuring cup to get a more accurate measurement of how much cereal this actually is, we can see that I fill this 1/4 measuring cup 7 times, which is 1 3/4 cups of cereal and over 2 times the recommended portion size. Remember that every single person is different and is going to require different nutrient needs throughout the day and throughout our lifetime. Starting off by eating the recommended portion sizes of a variety of different foods can help us to eat a more balanced diet and can ultimately help us to meet our own personal nutrient needs. Which techniques for estimating portion sizes might you try this week? Are you going to try out your getting a handle on portions and estimate portion sizes using your hand? Or would you rather use measuring cups and measuring spoons to estimate out your portion sizes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. We would love to hear from you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about today's lesson, please feel free to reach out to myself or one of our nutrition educators directly. Thank you all so much for tuning in with us today to learn more about estimating portion sizes. I look forward to hearing from you soon.
My name is Alexi, and I'm a registered dietitian on the nutrition education team at the Commission on Economic Opportunity. Today, I'm going to be bringing you a delicious creamy pumpkin soup. This creamy pumpkin soup is high in vitamin A, which is great for healthy skin and eyes. Before we get cooking, it's really important to make sure that we wash our hands with soap and warm water for at least 20 seconds. Let's do that now, and let's get cooking. For this recipe, you will need 1 14.5 ounce can of low sodium chicken broth, 1 chopped onion, or if you don't have a fresh onion available, you could substitute 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 chopped garlic clove, or if you don't have fresh garlic available, you could substitute 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, packed, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1 can or 15 ounces of pumpkin. Be sure this is pumpkin and not pumpkin pie filling. 1.5 cups of low-fat milk. If you are using non-fat dried milk, mix 1.5 cups of water with half a cup of the non-fat dried milk. 1/2 cup of water and 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon if desired. In a large pot, heat 1/4 cup of the low sodium chicken broth over medium heat. Next, add onions, garlic, and brown sugar. Cook until soft, stirring often. Add the rest of the broth, salt, pepper, and 1/2 cup of water. Turn up the heat to high and bring to a boil, stirring often. Turn down the heat to low and cook for 15 minutes, stirring often. Stir in the pumpkin, milk, and cinnamon if desired. Cook for 5 more minutes. Now the soup is ready to be served and enjoyed. This creamy pumpkin soup recipe makes 5 servings. Please be sure to refrigerate any leftovers. This recipe, along with all other Just Say Yes to Fruits and Vegetables recipes, provide at least 1/2 cup of fruit or vegetables per serving. Are you going to try this recipe? Let us know in the comments section below. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a comment below or message an educator. Thank you so much for watching.
In this recipe, you'll need 3 apples cored and sliced, 1 chopped lettuce head, 1 teaspoon of honey, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 1 teaspoon of mustard, 1 cup of dried figs, stems removed, and salt and pepper to taste. To prepare this recipe, you'll need a serrated knife, cutting board, spoon, and a mixing bowl. Before beginning, rinse your produce. First, peel the skin off of the 3 apples using a vegetable peeler. Chop the apples into slices. Place the chopped apples into the mixing bowl. Next, chop the lettuce wedge in half. After doing that, chop the rest of the lettuce into small pieces. Add the lettuce to the mixing bowl. Chop the figs in half and add them to the lettuce and apple mixture. Add the vegetable oil to a small mixing bowl, the honey, vinegar, and mustard. Mix the ingredients together. After preparing the dressing, add it to the lettuce, figs, and apple mixture. Mix the ingredients together. Next, measure 1 cup of salad and serve. All Just Say Yes recipes provide at least a half cup of fruit or vegetable per serving. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time.
Nutrition and physical activity are key factors to living a long and healthy life. Making healthy recipes can be easy and inexpensive. Including physical activity into your life can be just as simple.